Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's my guy knows a guy from the NBA Betting Today live stream here on the SportX Insights YouTube channel. Coming off of a very entertaining night of NBA basketball, we did go 2-0 on the live stream yesterday with the Miami Heat and the San Antonio Spurs. I want to show a big show of appreciation to everyone that had time to watch the live stream. It was a lot of fun, and I'm looking to carry over the positive results into Saturday, February 26th. I have two picks to share for today, but before we continue, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. I've pinpointed two games to pick today, and one of them comes in the early matchup between the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons. I'm just going to pull up some stuff that I have on this game. I've placed a half-unit bet on the total, and I'll tell you why. The Boston Celtics lead the league in defensive rating since January 1st. They've been absolutely smothering their opponents. They've found a balance of quality offensive and defensive basketball. They've completely bought into Ime Udoka's system, or at least for the time being. Let's see how things pan out in the playoffs. But for now, the Boston Celtics are smothering their opponents. They're playing a team that just beat them on their home court right before the All-Star break in the Detroit Pistons. It was a massive, massive upset. I think they were like plus 550 on the money line that night. So that loss is definitely fresh in the Boston Celtics' mind. The Pistons were able to end the Boston Celtics' highly publicized winning streak at that time. But going into today, I've noticed that the Boston Celtics have gone under on the roads in 61% of their games this season, and as an away favorite, that number goes up to 67% of the time. And I just feel like the Celtics will put forth a quality defensive effort today in this early game. And speaking of the start time, 12 p.m. Eastern, I don't think that suits the pace or the offensive efficiency. It's kind of a sleepy hour to play a professional basketball game with how these athletes carry themselves these days. So my pick in this game is actually the under 215.5. The under 215.5. I think it's going to be very difficult in this scenario with the recent loss at home to these guys, fresh on their minds, for the Pistons to score over 100 points. And I've also noticed that the Boston Celtics, in non-divisional games, they tend to really slow things down, and this trend is strong enough for me to bet a half unit. I've only bet a half unit on this particular pick, but the Celtics and the Pistons under 215.5 is my early bet in the day for half a unit. Now I'm going to share a second bet for the day, and it comes in the matchup between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Chicago Bulls. This is a matchup that we can consider to be a super matchup. I'm sure the NBA would love for this game to be on national television if they could, maybe change how things are broadcast right now. I think it's going to be the Bucks Nets game. That game should be cool to watch as well. But this is definitely where it's going to be. The Bulls are 22-10 at home ATS so far this season, but the Memphis Grizzlies are 18-10 ATS against teams that are above 500. This is a team in the Grizzlies that has dipped just a bit before and after the All-Star break compared to the high standard that they've set for themselves. But I really, really do think that a lot of the intangibles that the Grizzlies have bode well for them tomorrow in Chicago. It's not going to be a very popular pick, but I am taking the Memphis Grizzlies money line. I'm taking the Memphis Grizzlies money line against the Chicago Bulls on the road tomorrow. And I'll tell you why. I think the Memphis Grizzlies have a substantial rebounding edge in this matchup. They clearly have a substantial offensive rebounding edge in this matchup. And I really do believe that this is a quality opportunity to catch a good team in a good bounce back scenario. And I think that they're just going to come in here with a playoff mentality. This is, you look at the Memphis Grizzlies and the record that they have. If they were, the Bulls are the first place team in the East, but the Memphis Grizzlies, if they were in the East right now, they would be first place. This is a team that, you have Patrick Beverley after the game when they lost to the T-Wolves the other night, the Minnesota Timberwolves, laughing at these guys on Twitter, giving these guys bulletin board material in the locker room for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think they're going to shake off some of the All-Star break rust and go into Chicago tomorrow and get the win. I understand what DeMar DeRozan is doing, especially in the prop market, and this Chicago Bulls team is a covering machine at the house. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think by the end of the game, the Memphis Grizzlies will get the win. And obviously we're going to need a healthy Ja Morant. He did get banged up in the matchup against the Timberwolves. So just if you want to be safe, wait until he's in. But I've gone ahead and bet 1.5 units on the Memphis Grizzlies on the money line. I'm a bit more confident in this pick. It could fall flat on its face if Ja doesn't play. But if Ja Morant goes, I'm highly confident in this pick. So for me today, we have two picks. I have the Celtics and the Pistons under 215.5, and I have the Memphis Grizzlies money line. I have much more on the Grizzlies money line, but to start the day off, I do like the Celtics and the Pistons to go under 215.5 for half a unit. I will be going live in the morning right here on the SportX Insights YouTube channel. Make sure you guys check out the live stream where I will discuss some of the other games on the schedule. And I'm also getting a bit more comfortable to get back into the props market, as a lot of these players have a game or two under their belts. Check me out tomorrow on YouTube. And also, there's a free $50 bet for anyone that wants to try SportX.bet. Click the link in the video description below, and you can get $50 of free money to bet with on SportX.bet, completely risk-free. Hit like on the video. Let's go Grizzlies, and let's go Celtics defense on Saturday, February 26th. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. Follow me on Twitter and check out SportX.